And I thought that collectively our team was able to recognize situations. Clint knew, when to come up and pick and roll, when they were switching up the line and trying to get matchups. I thought we were smart, and being able to think late is huge, and I think, we didn't get rattled and we didn't get out of character. One of the biggest things is we want to keep running. So you get more space on the floor. I think that was a big part. Doing that requires you to get a stop. But as much as anything, you answer runs and shots with stops. And we see the buckets, but a lot of times that comes after a defensive possession.
Coach, your team has now won 4 games in a row on this current homestand, despite injuries kind of, plaguing the team as of recently. It seems like you're getting the most out of your lineups as of recently. Guys are playing hard, and they're really listening to the philosophies in which you're setting. What's been the most impressive thing you've seen over this last 4-game stretch?
Well, I think there's been a focus on defending, and, that's created offensive opportunities for us. And, on the offensive end, I think I think I said it before pregame, I didn't care how many shots, as long as we're efficient. And we're finding ways to do that. I think there was a stretch, too, where, Hunt gave us buckets, and a stretch where Bogey gave us buckets. And those guys were, all of them, Clint, too, people playing off each other and, helping each other on the offensive end. You end up seeing, there was a number of shots, from DJ that we wanted to space and give him room and let him attack. But there were other situations where his teammates, whether really in pick and roll as much as anything, I thought he and Clint were really connected.
Coach, 28 second chance points for you guys. Just what does that say about the team not giving up on possessions?
It says a lot. It was a point of emphasis for us before the game. We felt like, I can't recall the stats, but they won that rebounding battle in the first game. The challenge is, to get to the glass and still get back. And particularly, on a back-to-back, we just said we're not allowed to be tired. And that meant guys were crashing and still trying to get back. And if you could do both those things, efficient. There was a number of times, they got out, and I think they started the game that way with long outlets, and they got behind us a couple times, especially Jaylen Brown. So that's, he runs so well. It's hard. But for the most part, I thought that was a really good focus for us.
Kind of to piggyback off that a little bit, just the hustle plays, whether it was V taking a charge or, I felt like every single big play was off of an offensive rebound. How big are those hustle plays when you're playing against a team that's ranked or first in the NBA?
Yeah, they're a really good team, and that was something, again, the glass, and we felt like, the 50-50 balls, all those situations, loose balls, even if we didn't get the ball, just trying to, when they're so good, if you don't get that ball, it's usually a catch and shoot 3. And, so you double down on that. So those plays, you see them, and you see somebody on the floor, and you see the hustle,